Hello students, welcome in your English class. Today our topic for grammar is the participle. You all know what is participle? Participle means to participate. This word is derived which is having a meaning to participate. Now participate in what? Let's see. A participle is that form of a verb which partakes the nature of both a verb and an adjective. This is the definition of participle. That means one word which acts as a verb also and as an adjective also. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of partakes? Partakes means to take part, or you can say participate. Okay, so a participle is that form of verb which acts as a verb also and as an adjective also. Let's see some example. If I say sleeping dog, or if I say sobbing child, see both the example. Sleeping dog. What is the quality of the dog? The dog is sleeping. I am talking about which dog? That dog which is sleeping. Sleeping dog is acting as an adjective also. And what action the dog is doing? The dog is sleeping. So it is acting as a verb also. So this is participle. Okay. Similarly, same example here. Sobbing child. A child who is sobbing. I am talking about which child? A child who is sobbing. Sobbing means to cry. Okay. Sobbing. So, sobbing is the action which is done by the child. So, it is an action word also and it is the adjective also. See, both the example, it is clear, I think. Participle is that form of verb which acts both as a verb also and as an adjective also. Okay. Now, there are three types of participle. First is present participle. Second, past participle. And third is perfect participle. First is present participle, second is past participle, and third is perfect participle. Now let's see all these things with example. Okay. Now, what is present participle? Present means what? Current time. At that time when the work is still going on. That means the action is incomplete. Like previously I have given the example of sleeping dog. This example suits here. Why? Because the dog is still sleeping. The action is still going on. That means the action is incomplete. Till now this action is going on. When the dog will wake up, the action will, then it will be completed. Okay. So present participle means the action which is incomplete and it is going on. Clear? We can find how, what is present participle? Verb plus ing. Sleeping, crying, eating, barking, laughing, all these are example for present participle. That means the action is still going on, or you can say it is an incomplete action which is still taking place. Okay. Now let's talk about past participle. Past participle. You can say past means already done in at back time, or the action which has been completed. If it is past, that means the action has already been completed, right? So I can say the past participle represents the action which has already been completed, or you can say which is already finished. Okay, if I say the example, we saw a tree laden with fruits. If I give the example, we saw a tree laden with fruits, that means we saw a tree. Which tree we have seen? Laden with fruit, which is laden. So adjective, the tree is a noun here, and I am talking about which tree, which is laden. Okay, so here it is acting as an adjective also. And what the action tree is doing, the action of the tree is laden with fruits. This is the work which is going on, or which has been done by the tree. We saw a fruit laden with tree. So here it is verb also. Now see, laden. Laden means the action is already been done. The tree is already having fruits. Okay, the tree is already having fruits on it. So we can give another example. If I say time wasted is time lost. Time wasted is time lost. I am talking about which time? I am talking about the wasted time. So here wasted is adjective because I am talking about which particular time? The wasted time. So wasted is adjective. Now time wasted, that means the action what the time is doing, it is already wasted. The time has already gone. So this is acting as a verb also. See, wasted. Time wasted is time lost. See here, ed, en, all these are added with the word in past participle. So in short, I can write here word plus ed or en, or overall we can say third form of verb. Either we can say like word plus ed or en or t, anything. If we say like this, or we can overall say third form of verb. Okay. Now we will talk about perfect participle. Now I think present and past participle is clear. Now what is perfect participle? Perfect participle means the action which has already been completed at some time ago. Okay, that means I have already completed one action and I have started doing the other action. Like, let me give an example. Having rested, we started our journey. Having rested, we started our journey. What is the meaning? Having rested. Having is, see, it is having part of present participle also, and you can say past participle also. Okay, having rested, we started our journey. That means we have finished one action. We have already rested. Now we have started our journey. That means we are doing the next action now. That means it is having some past action also and some present action is also going on. Like if I give the example, we saw a tree, or if I say we saw the children dancing. We saw the children dancing. See here, we saw the children dancing. Saw, That means already we have seen what the children were doing. The children were dancing. So here, see here, saw means the action has already been done in past. I have already seen. And what the children were doing, the children were dancing at that time. That was the present time when the children were dancing. And we saw, that means this action has been done in past. We have already seen. This thing we have seen, that the children were dancing. Two actions are here. One action is completed. Which action is completed? We saw. We have already seen. That means we saw. What we saw? The children dancing. We have seen the children dancing. So this is perfect participle where one action has been completed at some past time and now the next action has already begun. Okay. You all know one thing. Participle is also known as verbal adjective. This thing I have already explained why verbal adjective, because it is doing the role of both verb also and adjective also. Okay, this is called verbal adjective or the participle. Now I think this thing is clear to you. Now let's do some exercises. If I say fill in the blanks with present participle. Let's do this exercise. Fill in the blanks with present participle. Okay. If I say she saw a girl. She saw a girl with dolls. She saw a girl with dolls. If I say fill in the blanks with present participle, how you will fill it? She saw a girl with doll. With doll, what the girl can be doing? With doll, the girl will be playing. So, she saw a girl playing with dolls. Okay, if I give another example, I went, if I say another example, suppose this thing I think everyone has heard. This is a proverb I think everyone has heard. Dash dogs seldom bite. Which dog seldom bite? Barking dogs. Bark is the verb and ing is added to the base verb to make it present participle. Present participle means the action is going on. That means, see, going on. That means it is still going on. So, it will always be ing. Okay, present participle you have to keep in mind verb plus ing. That means present participle is verb first form plus ing. That is present participle. Okay, now if I talk about other exercise. Now if I say fill the correct form of participle. Fill the correct form of participle. If I give the example, he dash when he saw me. He dash when he saw me. If I give here the verb smile. If I give here the verb smile, how you have to fill? It can be present participle also, past participle also and perfect participle also. But what will be the correct participle over here? He dash when he saw me. He smiled. The action has already been done. See, saw means past tense. Okay. So he smiled. He smiled when he saw me. Another example. The stranger the stranger dash my mother's bag. Okay, if I say here the verb is grab. If I say here the verb is grab. Okay, so what will be? The stranger grabbed, already taken. The action has already been done. The stranger grabbed my mother's bag. Okay. Now we will do one more exercise. Just see the board. If I don't give it in a sentence form, I can say form past participle. Form past participle of the given verb. Okay. Form past participle of the given verb. Okay. See, certain verb I will write here. See, let's solve this. Form past participle of the given verb. What was the formula which I have said about past participle? The formula was verb third form. Verb third form. Keep in mind verb third form. That will be past participle. Okay. For that, to solve all these exercises, for solving the grammar chapters easily, or you can say especially the 10th chapter easily, you have to learn all the three forms of verb. That is very important. Okay. Now let's see. Go. What will be the third form of verb? Go, went, gone. Go, went, gone. First form is go. Second form is went. Third form is gone. So here I will I will write here go, went, gone. Okay. Now run. Run is what? Run, run, run. Here its form doesn't change. So run, run, run. Jog, jog, jogged. Now write. Write, wrote, written. Marry, marry, married. Lift, lifted. The third form will be lifted. I hope it is clear how to solve past participle, and in the previous exercise I have explained how to solve present participle. Okay, now let's do some other exercise. If I rewrite the following sentences using correct participle. Rewrite the following sentences using correct participle. Now let's take some example. they found a dog being slept they found a dog being slept under a tree. So is this sentence correct? They found a dog being slept under a tree. Being slept under a tree. No, this sentence is not correct. Okay, what will be the sentence? They found a dog sleeping under a tree. Okay, they found a dog sleeping under a tree. This participle is correct here. Being slept is perfect participle and we don't require it here. We require it in the present participle form. Now let's take another example. Reading the questions she began answering them. Reading the questions, she began answering them. She has already began answering. That means reading and answering together, it can't be happening. If I have already read, then only I will answer, no? If I am reading, how I can answer? And if I am answering, how I can read? Two actions are there. Reading the questions, she began answering them. So what will be the correct participle over here? What we will write? Having read the questions, she began answering them. Having read the questions, she began answering them. That means, first of all, read this as read. This is not read. You know, read, all the three forms are read, read, read. But the spelling will not be R-E-D, read. The spelling will be R-E-A-D, read. This is also read. Okay. Having read the questions, she began answering them. This is the correct form of participle. Okay. Now let's see some other examples. Now let's do some more exercises. Okay. If I give you some words, if I say use the following participles in your own sentences. Use the following participle in your own sentences. That means you have to frame the sentence of your own. If I have given you one, having seen. Okay, if I have given you another, that is abusing. Okay, if I have given you third example, say relieved. 3. So this is of perfect participle, this is of present participle, and this is of past participle. How I know? I have already explained how. Having seen, that means present action, past action. Abusing, ing, that is verb plus ing, that is present participle. Relieved, ed, that means past participle. Now let's take the example of these three and we will frame some sentences. Having seen, what we can write with the word having seen? We can write having seen the movie We went for dinner. Having seen the movie, we have already seen the movie. That means one action has been completed. We went for dinner. Now we are going, or we went for dinner. This is the second action. Okay. Now abusing. Abusing with abusing. What sentence we can make? Abusing someone is a bad habit. Abusing someone is a bad habit. Abusing means to abuse anyone. Abuse means to say bad words or vulgar words to anyone. So this is the current action. Abusing. If I am abusing, or if I am saying anything from my mouth, the action is still going on. That means it is incomplete action. Okay. Abusing someone is a bad habit. Okay. Now let's see third example. Relieved. Rahul has now been relieved from pain. That means he was suffering from pain and now he has been relieved. Okay. So that's all for past participle. That's all for participle. I think everything is clear. Participle is also known as verbal adjective. I have explained why. Because it plays the role of both verb also and adjective also. Okay. And what is the meaning of the word participle? That means to take part or to participate. From there the word participle has been derived. We have understood what is present participle, past participle and perfect participle. Present means the action which is incomplete and it is still going on. That means verb plus ing. Past participle means the action has been completed. That means eaten, or verb plus ed, en or t. Okay. Now perfect participle means one action has been completed and the other action is going on. Okay. That's all for today. I think all your doubts are clear for the chapter participle. Thank you.